Hi guys, Brad here from Samaritan Fitness. Just looking forward to the Detroit Pro this weekend. Just want to give you guys a quick update. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is in the classic physique, kind of the Wesley Vissers versus the Mathew Greggo scenario. And just wanted to quick do an update before this weekend and kind of give my thoughts on the two and what I think is probably going to happen. I mean, I don't know for sure. A lot of this is speculation, but it's just fun to talk about. Let's start with Wesley. Can he beat Mathew Greggo? Absolutely. I mean, Wesley is one of the best bodybuilders in the world in the classic physique division, but Wesley has not been looking great as of late, especially at the Arnold Classic, where he ended up placing fifth place, and he was just not on at all. He was sick that week. I guess he was throwing up and vomiting, and it looked like it. He was flat. His legs looked worse than I've seen him in a long time, and he just did not look like the normal Wesley that we anticipated, especially being that he was the reigning champion from last year's Classic Physique division at the Arnold. I was expecting him first, second, maybe third place, but it was unfortunate. I know he felt bad about it. I know he was not impressed by his showing, and I'm sure he will admit that he was definitely off for that show. Normally, I would say yes, Wesley would have a great chance of beating Mathew, but Mathew did beat him at the Arnold. Mathew came in third place, while again, Wesley came in fifth. And it's just unfortunate because he wants to take this time off. And there's a video of him talking. And Stefan made it sound like he was pretty adamant about Wesley not doing the Mr. Olympia. And also sound like he wasn't too thrilled about the idea of him doing the Detroit Pro either. It made it sound pretty clear that he wanted Wesley just to consider shutting it down after the Arnold, which Wesley agreed to and said even if he went and won the Detroit Pro, that he would shut it down and not compete in this year's Mr. Olympia. And even talked about in the past, if his placings weren't improving or if he wasn't finding favor in the judges' eyes, he would actually consider moving to open bodybuilding. I'm not sure he's at that point right now, but it always seems like he's pretty inconsistent in some of his placings, especially at the Olympia. He is not favored well at that show, placing 8th place last year. And he even said after the show, and I agree, that I think he looked great. I mean, it didn't look like he was crazy off. And after the show, he seemed like he was kind of perplexed and confused in why he placed so low. He acted like he was pretty happy and proud of the package he presented. So I'm not entirely sure why he's even doing this Detroit Pro. I mean, if he wins, that's great. Sets him up on a high note for taking this hiatus. But if he loses, what does that do emotionally? Maybe that'll give him a drive and motivation to really try to work and reinvent him, so to speak, and fix all the areas that he needs to. And I'm sure he doesn't want to take time off after such a disappointing fifth place at the Arnold Classic. And to be fair, he was sick, and I'm sure he felt like he had disappointed himself and his fans who was not happy with the showing. But I think this is Mathew's show to win. I mean, he placed third place at the Arnold, where Wesley placed fifth. So on paper, Mathew seems like he has the leg up. And if he does take it, I think it'd be great momentum for Mathew going into the Olympia, where he placed a really good placing, all things considered, in 10th place last year. So if he can win the Detroit show, I think he might be able to slip in the top 8 or maybe even the top 6, especially because Wesley is gone from the Olympia this year. So that's another spot that he can jump up. So I'm going to predict that he finishes top 8, maybe even top 6. So it's really fun to see how this year is going to shape up for Mathew. So comment below, who do you think is going to take it this weekend? Do you think it's going to be Wesley, or do you think it's going to be Mathew? All right, guys, I just want to give you a quick update and my thoughts for this weekend show. If you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. It really helps this channel grow. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.